Hey educators, welcome to my channel Tea and Teacher. Today I've come with another topic, and that is puzzles and how puzzles can benefit the classroom environment for a teacher. A teacher should know that puzzles are something which are fun, and you might have seen in your own children playing, or you have seen a group of children playing puzzles and they are literally engrossed and enjoying. So usually what happens is in the preschools we introduce puzzles, but later on we do not add them in the primary or secondary sections because due to the lack of time or something. But understand, puzzles are very important part of the child's learning, and it develops the logical mind. So first let's understand what is puzzles. So puzzle is basically a game or a problem which test a person's logical mind, okay, in a fun way. Now when I say in a fun way, we are testing our own minds when we are doing the puzzles. So as a teacher, you are not doing anything, but the children are playing and understanding. So it helps the to develop the brain cells and sharpen the children's mind. So this one thing which we have forgotten, today we are giving the children mobiles and everything, and we are asking them to learn from that. But if you ask them to solve some puzzles, I think that would really help the logical minds of the children. So I thought of bringing this topic on my video. So let's understand, like in the classroom as a teacher, how can puzzles benefit in your class? It helps in problem and logical thinking skills. You might have heard every time logical mind, thinking mind, imaginative mind. Yes, a student's brain cells improve with the puzzles. Students are able to reason out how to bring the different disjointed images together. So here they're using their reasoning power. Then it encourages a systematic thinking, and it builds confidence. So the children are able to build their own confidence. It helps them to think in a systematic way. So whenever they come across any problem, also they will be able to think in a systematic way. Next is language development. Yes, very important. See, language, how the children develop language. They will learn the names of animals, shapes, colors, transportations. If you give them the puzzles, they are saying the words and they are bringing the images together to join the puzzle. One more thing, there are on some puzzles there are some readings, okay, there are words written where the children have to read and then join the images or the puzzle pieces. So what happens is their reading is improving. Then when they are together in the group working, what happens is they are using the words, use the straight one, put that inside, put that outside, put that below, see that curve is that way. So what happens is this way their vocabulary is getting developed. So puzzles are very important for development of language, an easy way to teach language. Next is visual perception. So when I talk about visual perception, the child is looking, okay, the child is visualizing, the child is looking and is discriminating the different images, the different curves of the puzzles, and trying to put the pieces together. This helps to, they understand discriminating the things. They understand how the shapes, how, what, and how in different way the shapes look like. So this helps to build a powerful visual, visualization. So they are able to, they can visualize very quickly. If you see the child who has been using lots of puzzles, I think the parents who give them the puzzles, you will see that child is very sharpened, and he just thinks and he just looks and he knows okay, this is the shape which would get fit into that puzzle. So try to include puzzles in your classroom. Next benefit is hand and fine motor skills. Okay, so when I say fine motor skills, what happens is the child is bringing together the pieces of puzzles by looking, hand and eye coordination is happening, and using the hands, the child is using these fingers to bring the puzzle together. So when the child is bringing this fingers together to bring the puzzle, he is looking and he is fitting the puzzle. So what happens is eye and hand coordination happens, and the child's fine motor skills are developed. Another benefit which I would say is that, when the children are into doing puzzles, they are into groups, so they start making choices. They know, oh, this should fit in. They will tell, no, no, you don't say anything, I know what I have to do. I can put this. So what happens, they are using choice, and they are able to make strategies, and they begin to recognize and understand how the pieces fit together to make a complete and a larger picture. Next, what happens is, another benefit which I would say is that the children are working in the group, so they know how to share, they learn cooperation, they know teamwork. So this way you are introducing other values of, teamwork, sharing, cooperation also. And what happens is, when they work together, it becomes assembling pieces of puzzles become the fun activity, and then they really enjoy it. So I would always tell teachers, introduce more of puzzles in your classroom and understand the importance of puzzles. We have forgotten the importance of puzzles, or the fun way of teaching the children. And if you as a teacher, try to bring this new change in your classroom, you yourself will see that the children logical and thinking minds are improving, because we are just giving them a rote counting method and traditional method of teaching. But if you give them this, you are giving them a chance to improve their logical and the reasoning thinking skills, and the logical power increases. So this way, if you are trying to bring some puzzles of animals, some puzzles of cities, or if you want to teach geography, you can bring some puzzles of cities and bring them together and give it to the children. So the children will be able to put together. Geography is learned directly, assembling the states of India. If you have a puzzles of that, so if you give that to the child will be able to assemble. And if you give them in a group and a team, they are learning together. And if you have made a team of 10 children, the 10 children are learning what are the different states of the India, and you don't have to do anything, because the children will assemble and then they'll know. And usually, the geography teachers teach Maharashtra is here, Andhra Pradesh is here, Kerala is here. So if you give them this type of puzzles, and when you give them then the geography maps, I think that the children will be on their own able to fill in which state fits in where, because they have done that puzzle. So that way, if you as a teacher, if you introduce all these things and a different way of teaching, it would be very helpful. I am sharing few links in the description box for the teachers, so that they look into it. And there are maths puzzles, there are language words puzzles, there are history puzzles, there are geography puzzles. You can pick up any of them and use it in your classroom, and I hope this helps you as a teacher. Thank you. If you have liked, do comment and share my videos to the educators to whom it would be useful. Do like and subscribe my channel, Tea and Teacher.